This is WW3. The back and forth between the U.S. military and Iran continues, with each side sending missiles and strikes out toward the other and targets connected to the other, as the U.S. is hitting infrastructure now inside of Iran. Several different base locations have been hit, underground facilities, and bridges. And with that, some of the latest reports saying that the U.S. strikes have hit power plants. This whole thing is spiraling out of control, and in return, Iran has sent shots into Bahrain, into Kuwait, and across the Gulf into several different places, hitting the power grid on the other side of the Gulf. So it's back and forth now. And anytime we suspect that the Trump administration could start hitting all of the grid and just putting them in the dark completely. So a new grim warning has been put out in Tehran or in Iran. They're telling people that they have to initiate power restrictions and to ensure that they keep a stable electric grid. So they're telling everyone to shut off their ACs as they're sitting there in 100 plus degree temperatures, baking. So all the talk of this quickly becoming a humanitarian crisis if it goes the wrong way, it's all right there. And now that key infrastructure is being hit inside of Iran and these other countries, I would expect an escalation in this sector. Desalination plants, anything and everything you could think of, it's ramped up here. Like the threats are flying, tit for tat, at the highest degree. So Trump trying to say we're winning big, we're pounding them, but this looks like it could quickly turn into humanitarian crisis if they hit water plants and continue to hit the power plants in the area. So again, Iran putting people on alert, telling them to shut down the ACs because of the temperature and everything else. People basically cooking over there as the bombs are falling. The war continues. Join me on the live stream.
Shalom, call hello, Yahweh Shemel, Shabbat Hashem, Nakakwa, Dash, Double Honor, to the elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you all. WW3 did this an hour ago, so this is close to fresh. Everything is escalating by the day. Power plants today, desalinization tomorrow, and nukes by the end of the weekend. Tacticals. What do you think? Let's do that. Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Salakia. Joel. What is it? 2 and 20. What is 2 and 20? Oh, wow. Okay. I was just looking at that. 2 and 10. What? 3. Salakia. Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Iran is in this thing. Did you hear him say that, how they're fighting back? Iran is not a superpower. Okay? China is. Babylon the Great should be fighting against China or Russia, not Iran. Babylon the Great thought that they were going to do what they did to Venezuela. They thought it was going to be that easy because Iran is not a superpower like that. Now listen again to Dabu tell you that Iran is whooping the United States' butt.
This is WW3.
Listen.
The back and forth between the U.S. military.
Ain't no back. Was there any back and forth between Babylon and Venezuela? No. There was. Right this way, he's over here. Right? His own security force stood down after 2 shots. He pulled out a secret weapon and then everybody laid down and it was fine. It's not what's going on here. So, if Babylon the Great, America, can't deal with Iran, can they deal with China? Can they deal with Vladimir, who's in the middle of a war? They're war-torn and hardened right now with the meat grinder. Can Babylon the Great even begin to F with Russia? Think about that.
In Iran continues, with each side sending missiles and strikes out toward the other and targets connected to the other, as the U.S. is hitting infrastructure now inside of Iran.
And that means Iran is going to hit infrastructure outside of Iran. And it's going to affect, who is this affecting? Is it affecting Iran? Yeah, greatly. Is it affecting the United States? Greatly. Watch him say something about Trump's golf courses that are in the Gulf states. That dude's losing.
Full different base locations have been hit, underground facilities, and bridges. And with that, some of the latest reports saying that the U.S. strikes have hit power plants. This whole thing is spiraling out of control, and in return, Iran has sent shots into Bahrain, into Kuwait, and across the Gulf into several different places, hitting the power grid on the other side of the Gulf. So it's back and forth now. In any time.
Now, what is that? Okay. Let's look at that. How is that America getting hit? Okay. Let's look for that in the scriptures. This specifically mentions who? Iran. And then we're talking about a portion of the land of the Assyrians. The land of the Assyrians is Babylon the Great. A portion of Babylon the Great are the Gulf states. Right now, they're wasting a portion of it, of the Gulf states. Who is? Iran. Are they not? 2 Ezra 15 and 30. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. And shall waste. Who shall waste? The Carmanians shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. The land of the Assyrians is talking about Babylon the Great, especially down here. From the land of the Assyrians, this is a portion. What portion? The Gulf states are a portion. Where Donald Trump's golf courses are, that's a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Because all they're set up to do is make sure that that oil is getting shipped out of there and everybody is making money. That's why they were installed there, right? But right now, they're being wasted. That portion is the Gulf states and places like that. Diego Garcia, little landing strip, that's a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Okay, little vassals, if you will. So, okay. Say that again. Who's getting hit, Dabu?
Into Bahrain, into Kuwait, and across the Gulf.
That's a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
And
who did when Saddam Hussein was doing asymmetric drilling into Kuwait? What did Babylon? Right, Babylon ran over there quick and defended them, right? Because that's their land. That's their oil.
Sent shots into Bahrain, into...
Who sent shots?
Iran has sent shots into Bahrain, into Kuwait, and across the Gulf into several different places.
Those different places are a portion of the land of the Assyrians and being wasted as we speak. And then we're going to get to this part, the fleeing part. Trouble, bled, keep silence through their power and shall flee. That's coming. And then it's coming over here, the homeland, as they call it. Babylon the Great. See that? It's that false flag. Or whatever the hell they're planning on doing over here. But it's all in, we already know. And Dabu is telling you about it.
The power grid on the other side of the Gulf. So it's back and forth now. And anytime we suspect that the Trump administration could start hitting all of the grid and just putting them in the dark completely. So a new grim warning has been put out in Tehran or in Iran. They're telling people that they have to initiate power restrictions and to ensure that they keep a stable electric grid.
So, I mean, he said it was tit for tat. So, what happens? Okay, the next escalation is what? Water desalination. Desalination. Right? So when that happens, then it happens in a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So what does that mean? That means that Iran is in this war. They're causing major damage. That's hurting Babylon. Babylon needs jet fuel, right? And other things to conduct this any war for that matter. And they're supplying Bibi and they're supplying Zelensky. So you ain't gonna have no oil here in a minute. All right, so let the weak say I am strong. Let's go back to that. What is Iran saying? They're over there hanging with the superpower, beating them. Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks in the spirit. Let the weak say I am strong. Have thou become altogether as weak as we? All right, so anyway, we'll keep watching. With that, we pray that the elect will have your brothers.